My savory waffles are beyond delicious. Exactly what we need for our weekend brunch. I'm Chef Patty and welcome to the Mad Table. By the way, this is really easy. It's just a matter of mixing ingredients, that's all. And it makes the perfect brunch menu item. We have 2 bowls. We have 1 bowl for dry ingredients and 1 bowl for wet ingredients. In the dry ingredient bowl, we're gonna start off with some all-purpose flour, cornstarch, baking soda, baking powder, salt, and pepper, black pepper. Gonna give it a little stir, set it aside, and now we're going to get started with our wet ingredient. I have 2 eggs, buttermilk, gently pour in the buttermilk. Before I continue adding more ingredients to my wet bowl, I'm going to stir the eggs really well with the buttermilk. Nice yellow mixture. Now I'm adding melted butter and my ham. I'm using a serrano ham. For this recipe, I love a cured ham such as a serrano or a prosciutto. It's perfect because it's nice and salty, and since these are savory waffles, I don't want a sweet ham. And then we've got some beautiful nutty Gruyere cheese. And last but not least, we are going to add some fresh chives. And I'm not even gonna cut my chives, I'm just gonna grab a scissor and snip, snip, snip. Now we're ready to add our wet ingredients to the dry ingredient bowl. And the reason why we mix everything up in separate bowls is that whenever you're working with flour, you don't want to overwork your flour because then whatever you're making will end up getting really dry. So for fluffy waffles, you definitely don't want to overmix. So we do all the mixing and all the whisking for the wet ingredients in 1 bowl. Now we're adding it to the dry and we stir less. Now I'm mixing all my ingredients together. So now that I have the wet and the dry ingredients all mixed and stirred together, my last special ingredient that I'm gonna add is some coarse cornmeal. And even though this is a dry ingredient, I like adding it at the very end because it allows the waffles to have extra texture. And that's what I'm going for. Now we're ready to start cooking in the waffle maker. So a really important tip that I can share with you guys is to invest on a cooling rack. If you don't have a cooling rack, don't buy an expensive one, but try to buy one. I think everyone needs one, and that's because if you're making waffles or you're frying chicken or French fries and you want to keep whatever it is that you're making, you want to keep it crispy, when you have a cooling rack and you place it on a cooling rack, the air ventilates and it circulates all the way around and it prevents whatever it is that you made from getting soggy. I hope you've enjoyed our savory waffle recipe, and if you did, hit the subscribe button next to the bell. If you have any questions or comments, share them below.